Okay, so I'm in the studio and I'm testing out my overhead camera setup, which looks pretty good. So you'll be able to see when I'm working on the guitars and stuff. A little bit of wine to celebrate. So I've got this thing, which is going to be used for summing. And I also picked up this, which is filthy disgusting. Which I'm going to use the parts for, but the neck, I don't know if you can see this, but it's got almost like a flamed maple, which is lovely. That's going to be gorgeous. I'm going to sand that down and bring out that the best I can. So yeah, ready to rock and roll. What's up everybody, welcome to the channel, and I'm going to be making another one of these. So this is the body, and this is the donor guitar. I've decided to go for a Strat setup this time. The last one I did was a Telecaster setup. So yeah, let's get on with it. Right, these tuners are really awful. I hate these tuners. I do have some better ones, so I'll probably not use these. We'll see how it goes. I just think they're nasty. Nasty. You can take them apart actually, and you can see in there. You can improve them by greasing them up a bit more. Not the best, of course. Alright, so now we've got it all apart. We'll clear the bench and we'll start measuring up and cutting. Before I do that, I'll show you the electrics. Pretty identical to the last one I did, the Only Fools and Horses tin guitar. I'll put a link in the description, of course. You can see it. Which turned out really great and sounded really, really good. It's pretty much identical to that. I'd actually say it's probably slightly better because the wires are thicker than what was on that one. But standard stuff. These pickups are okay. It's all okay. Functional. Sounds alright. Right, things we're not going to need. We're not going to need this for sure. And we're not going to need that. I shall take that apart and use just the socket itself. We're not going to need springs because I'm doing a fixed bridge, I think, so we're not going to need the bridge either, so they all become redundant. We're not going to need the claw, that becomes redundant as well. Everything else we need. So I've popped out the doodahs. Well, I don't even know what you call these, spacers, I don't know. And so obviously I'm going to sand the Power Play logo off and add my own. I'm going to get this off here. You know, actually looking at it, it's the hook thing here I don't like. This shape's fine. Obviously they've done it to avoid a lawsuit, but I just want to take that pointy bit off there and bring that rounder, and maybe bring it a little rounder here. We'll see how it goes, but I just don't like that. It's got to go. So I did use a jigsaw in the end. It was easier. I'm just going to sand that smooth. Yeah. Hang these thing back up, put the battery on charge, like you do. Get some sandpaper, get the heavy grip. P60, nice and heavy. This is the boring bits. I'm going to sand this round. So basically, I want to cut a straight line to here. And then I'm cutting that out there and down that way, all the way down, and the same here, cut across there and all the way down that way, and that will give me a better piece of wood to use. Not sure what it would do on the tone though, having more wood in there, be denser. It might change what it sounds like, but we'll find out later. Okay, find the centre point to the pocket, so that's 5.5, so that's 275. Using a black pen, which is handy on a black guitar. We're just scratching in there. What did I say it was? 5. So yeah, it's about 275. And then I'm just going to offer that up. We'll put our line. So it's there. And then that's going to be about our shape there. Go around that. Can you see me? Hang on, let's bring you in. Yeah, so put it there, centre it. That's going to be roughly our cut. Handles in the way. Like that. So that's what we're cutting out. Yeah, go on. So all I'm going to do here is I'm going to measure the width of this from here to here, and that's how deep we're going to have to come, so that the top of this will come to the top of the lid, we hope. Okay, so it's almost in, but I feel I need to take off a little bit there. Where's my scratchy one? Take off a piece here and a piece here. And then that can move forward slightly and the lid should fit on flush. So I've marked a hole there, marked a hole there. I'm just going to drill a pilot hole, and then just at the moment just screw the front of it down, not the back of it, because once I screw the back of it down, that screws into the wood underneath the lid and fixes the lid down as well. But I just want to get that into position so then I can mark out where my pickups go. So I need a tiny drill bit. Tiny drill bit. And I'm just going to drill a tiny hole. Okay. Now we can use the old scratch plate screws to put him down, which is just about the right size. I'll do the hole smaller than the, quite a bit smaller than the screw, so that it bites. Battery in the camera, but since then I've been doing a little bit of work. I'll show you what I've been doing. Got the pickups in, and I had to extend some wires. I had to extend 3 major wires because, as per usual, nothing reached. So I've done that, and I've got volume, tone, and the toggle switch all in, ready to go. So now just the jack socket, and then I'll do a sound test before putting the rest together. I'm pretty happy how this is turning out so far. Body's all done, wide up, and it's looking pretty cool. I may change this tailpiece though, because it is quite old and rusty. But yeah, we're looking good so far. I don't know if that's any better. It's probably not. Never mind. This won't be very long. This is the neck. I've done some sanding on it. I've changed the shape of the headstock. I've beveled edged the headstock, so it looks a lot more elegant. So I'm going to do some work on the frets, check everything before we stick it on our body. The frets on this look pretty good. They're not very worn at all, so that's a good sign. So I'm just going to check them for level, and a quick way of doing that is I use the base of a old tremolo as a fret rocker. So these frets here, it's just wide enough to span 3 frets, and all I do is I just work my way across the frets like that, rocking it, and that one is rocking, so that's telling me this fret is a little high, this one here. That's rocking backwards and forwards. So just do it across the fret, and it gets less as it goes towards me. So this end of the fret, actually all the fret, oh no, yeah, starts from about there. So I'll get my Sharpie. Where is my Sharpie? And we'll just mark actually pretty much all the fret. I'll mark from across the top of the fret there, and we're going to level that. There's a bit of rock there. From there. And when you get to the point where it's spanning 4 frets, you just turn it over. Now I'm just going to take a flat file, and I'm going to gently, in one direction, just make passes over this fret here. Like that. Until the Sharpie's gone. Shouldn't need too much, just an even amount of pressure. So that Sharpie's gone, which it has, and then we test it again. It's a little bit better. It's rocking quite a lot actually, this one. Sort of stop there, so we've eliminated it there. Well. And keep repeating this process until the rocking stops. So now we're just going to the edge of the Sharpie line. You don't want to take too much off, because if you take too much off, then you're buggered, basically. And we keep doing it. It's getting less, ever so slightly, and that has got it. It's now level. There's no rocking on that at all. So of course what's happened now is that the top of the fret will be flattened slightly, so we need to crown it to make it back into a dome shape. So I use a bit of electrical tape to protect the fretboard here. I use electrical tape because you can reuse it. We just Snap it across there. Like so. Then I will reach for probably a triangular file. If I can find one. Triangular file like this. And I'm just going to come in at an angle about 45 degrees and just make passes across very gently with minimum pressure. So I'm lining up the angle and then pushing down with this finger with a little bit of pressure and then just making a pass from start to finish. Just go one way. You get an even all the way across, and then do it the other side, same thing. 45. Oop. Don't push too hard, see? And just have a good look at it. Make sure you keep a good look on it. And it is a slow job, but it's well worth it in the end, because you're going to end up with a nice action with no fret buzz, and that's pretty good. And then I could use the Dremel tool to polish that out, or I would get a bit of we've got a bit of 150 here. I'll start with that, just a tiny bit, and then just very lightly come across here. Sometimes I use a rubbing compound as well. I just want to get it scuff marks out. You don't need a lot of pressure. That's already come out real shiny. Feeling good. And then I will reach for some of this stuff, which is, you could go 200 grit, then a 300 grit, and then keep going through it, but this is 1000. I probably will do that and go through, you know, go through the grades a bit more, maybe down to about 350, and then I'll jump to this. But I'm just for showing you guys, this won't take any material off, it will just polish it. It's 1000 grit. Some people like to make it wet, because it's wet and dry paper, but I just do it dry. You don't want to get moisture on your neck really, if you can help it. And then just polish that baby out. And once I've leveled all the frets, I will use this to polish the rest of the frets anyway, so they'll all be nice and smooth, and that's brilliant. And the edges on this guitar are quite nice. There's no sharp fret edges, so I don't really need to do anything with that. And that's one fret pretty much leveled and crowned. I don't know if you can see. Looking good. Okay, all that work is done. Frets are all polished, leveled. I've put some lemon oil on, and it really is a lovely neck. I'm loving this neck. I don't know if you can see the grain on that. It's beautiful. I'm really shocked by it. I'm loving it. Not sure how I want to finish this yet. I might put some tung oil on it. I was thinking about staining it with coffee, but I don't know. I'll have a think about that, or just might leave it as it is, because it is really nice. Just might oil it a few more times, but we'll see. Alright, going to stick the neck on and we'll start. The guitar's going to start to look like a guitar, finally. Not quite lined up. Make sure you line your holes up. There we go. Okay, I only put 2 screws in for a minute. That is it. Charging my battery up in my phone, I have made a surround for the humbucker, which I think is quite nice, come out quite good. That's out of an old backplate off of a Strat, and I've shimmed the neck so it's all ready to restring and do a setup. Alright, we've got some weird lighting going on. My light's gone. How's that? So this is another radio guitar build. We've got single coil, which will be position 1 on there. Position 2 will be this pickup and this pickup, not this pickup, just this pickup. Position 2. Position 3, just this pickup, not that pickup or that pickup. Position 4, humbucker. Position 5, just this pickup. Strings are still settling. This pickup. Just this pickup. Humbucker. Just this pickup. Put some dirt on it. Just a single. Alright, cool. So it's all done. Almost. There's a few tweaks I want to do to it. I want to reinforce the bridge here a little bit. It's fine, it's solid, but it's sunk a little bit there because I need to just put some reinforcement underneath. Other than that, I want to tongue all the neck as well because the neck's gorgeous and the headstock's gorgeous. So I want to put some tongue oil on that. But apart from that, what a beaut! 95 quid. Where's the camera? 95 quid. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you like my YouTube show, hit like and comment and get involved. If you dig my vibe, then hit subscribe and never miss an episode of my YouTube show. Peace. Till next time.